Hi guys, my name is Apollonia Ponti. I'm a dating, relationship, and life coach, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And in today's video, we are going to talk about who is a nice guy. This has been something that I really wanted to go into detail. So if you are wondering if you're a nice guy, you're not getting results in your life with women and your relationships, and you feel like this has been complicated for you, I'm going to help you out. If you are new to my channel, I welcome you to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, give it a like. And yeah, you won't be disappointed. So let's get started on today's advice that I have in store for you. When we talk about a nice guy, a lot of times we as men, as men will think, well, don't women want a nice guy? Yes. So there is this topic of a nice guy that always goes around in the internet in regards to the nice guy syndrome, right? Now, in regards to this, I'm also going to do a video between the difference between a nice guy versus a good guy. But in this video, we're going to explain who a nice guy is so you can identify it. I'll also ask you some questions to give you some better insight on why you might be doing this as well. I want you to really take this in and see if this is things that you do in your relationships with women or in your life in general. So who is a nice guy? So let's get started on the first one here, okay, guys? Because the first one here is going to tell you basically a little about how you interact. So does anything for his friends, but little for himself, right? Now, a lot of times when I coach nice guys, I meet nice guys, or men are trying to figure out why I don't get results, and they figure out that I think it's because I have this nice guy syndrome, Apollonia. And one of the things that we do is we put everybody else before us. And so we'll do so much for our friends, but we do so little for ourselves. And this comes down to always people pleasing and having this people pleasing behavior. And it's a dynamic that has been represented in your life because you are so used to sometimes pushing your needs down, which isn't healthy. And of course, this is something that we examine in our membership or our one-on-one coaching, where we actually get deeper into these topics as well. And so a next thing in regard to examining if you are the nice guy is number 2, is you run away from conflict and it never gets resolved. So a lot of times in the nice guy world, we can call it, if that's a lack of better terms, I guess, would be because you look at conflict as completely a horrible thing, right? And sometimes we look at conflict as a horrible thing because one, when we grew up, our parents faced conflict and they thought it was a horrible thing. Or two, we saw conflict at home and it was really bad. And so we will do anything to dismiss it. So it's basically a trauma, to be honest. And we've kind of hindered the trauma, and it comes out and represents a side of us that we try to avoid conflict. And a lot of times when we try to avoid conflict, quote unquote conflict, it actually doesn't end up being conflict 9 out of 10 times if we know how to effectively communicate our needs, wants, and desires, and also know how to pick the right partner or the right friendships or the right people. And stay longer on this channel because this is stuff that I talk about. Not only do I help men get great with women and get great results and attraction, but overall in your personal development and your life in general. Me and my coaches devote a lot of time to this stuff, guys, because we really want to serve you here on the YouTube channel. So number 3, in regards to this, is you say what people want to hear. You know, this is another part of denying your needs. You'll see a pattern here that it's a lot of these patterns are denying your needs, because after we deny our needs, what is the reason? Think about it. If someone truly denies their needs, how do you think that they feel about themselves? Right? So this has a lot of personal development work to do inside of the nice guy syndrome, we can call it. And so we say what people want to hear. So we say what people want to hear 9 times out of the 10 because it just makes us easier for us. So we can avoid conflict and we can just please our friends because you think that this is the easiest way. But what happens is when we lay our head at night on the pillow and we think and we're alone, we find some sort of emptiness, right? We can have this sort of emptiness because in life, if we're not true to ourselves, we won't feel like life is true within us, right? So a lot of times when we also come from this, what a lot of people don't talk about is men that tend to be nice guys do suffer from a lot of depression and anxiety as well, and isolation. And so this is really important topic, and I want to just talk about this so much more as I see it often, and I know that this can be uncovered because this is something we do all the time, and we help men uncover this and move on from not being the nice guy anymore. The next one is he prides himself on being dependable and never says no. Okay, so if you're a man watching this and you're trying to think, am I a nice guy? Or maybe you already know you are, and that's why you found yourself here. Or maybe you know a friend that is, and you want to share this video with him. Be a great friend and do it. That's one of the biggest things that friends can give each other as a gift, is to just get better in life and to just really help them and provide that help when it's needed. So dependable meaning you never say no. So you pride yourself in, oh, I know that I'll never say no. These people can count on me. My boss can count on me. My family can count on me. My friends can count on me. And you never ever say no, because that's just bad. And you're going to be a bad person if you say no. So again, we're denying our own needs in those moments. What we do is we put ourselves in front of everybody else in order to be liked or loved. This is the way that we think this is the only way we can receive love. And this is the reason why a lot of times we will do this. Next one in regards to who a nice guy is he often leads with friendship to get a woman to desire him. So this is actually a form of manipulation. A lot of times when nice guys experience this in life, and it's just more than just this, it will be stacked here. Some of these things that I'm talking about today, stacked in your habits and your behaviors in life. But this is a form of manipulation, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember when I told you that nice guys, a lot of them suffer from depression, anxiety, and isolation? Well, a lot of times when men that are nice guys, they have isolated themselves to an extreme where they don't have a lot of women that they're around or male friends. Well, what happen is they're not good on EQ, and they're not good on picking up on social cues because they're isolating themselves. Think about that. And so what will happen is you think, oh, your neighbor just said, hey, let's go for a walk in a park. And you're like, oh, she likes me, so I'm just going to be her friend and nice. I'm going to come over and get her some milk when I go to the grocery store. I'm going to ask her if she needs anything. And then I'm going to keep this up for a month, and I'm not going to show intent, which I have a lot of videos about in regards to how to attract women in the right way, in regards to not getting in the friend zone and so much more. But within this, what we do is we're like, I'm just going to be her friend, because in a nice guy's mind, he thinks if I do good and if I do right and if I do everything right, this will get someone to love me or like me. And instead, what you're doing is you're denying not only your own masculinity, your own purpose, your own attraction, maybe even your own sexuality in this, but you're not picking up on these cues that a woman can give you because, one, maybe you've isolated yourself, or number two, you're playing the friend card in hopes to get this woman to desire you. And 9 times out of 10, when a man does this, what typically will happen is he'll go on for a month or two. And then after that month or two, what he'll do is confess his feelings like this. Oh my gosh, I really like you. And the moment she starts talking to another guy, or just because you can't hold it in anymore. And she's like, whoa, I thought we were just friends. Like, why? What is this? Why are you saying this to me? And so as a woman myself, this has happened to me a lot. And this is why it's very hard sometimes for women to have male friends, because they'll say that they're going to want to be a friend, but they do want something else from them eventually or hopefully. And so it is a form of manipulation tactic. Instead, a man of just truly just being a genuine friend and only wants to be a friend, or says openly and honestly that he is attracted to her and is not here to be a friend with her, which I have plenty of videos about. Now, next, let's go into the next one in regards to who is a nice guy. Now, he lacks putting himself out there and getting out of his comfort zone. Remember what I was just talking about? A lot of nice guys suffer from isolation. What they do also too is suffer from a lot of depression and anxiety as well. Remember those 3 things I mentioned, because I want you guys to see if you isolate yourself as well. A lot of times we isolate ourselves and don't get out of our comfort zone, because when we get into this nice guy type of mindset training, I can say, that we've kind of formulated to and we've adapted to our whole lives, And this can come from bullying, limiting beliefs, trauma. It's so much. And we dive into this a lot in our membership in regards to releasing limiting beliefs, how to get better with women, how to release your traumas as well. I put it up here on the cards. It's a VIP membership where you can get ongoing coaching calls, like live sessions like this. Talk to me live, talk to my coaches live. We do coaching on the spot. We do Q&A. There's no other membership out there like we are doing. We have helped thousands and thousands of men. Just yesterday, we had a call and it almost moved me to tears with 4 men that have done transitions in their life and now in a happy, healthy relationship. And so if you want to be a part of our community and get results like these men are doing, I would really encourage you to click up here in the cards, or after you watch this video in the description in the description box, there will be a link to sign up for our membership, for our VIP membership. Now, what I would encourage you, if you are not getting out of your comfort zone, it's because something is stopping you, and we have to get to the bottom of what is actually stopping you from getting out of your comfort zone and putting yourself out there, trying new things. And I want you to think, if this is you right now, what can you do that you've been wanting to do for a very long time after this video, this week, this month? I want you to do that. Next is sometimes lacks male friendships. More oftentimes, and that's why I put sometimes here, because more than often, what I see a lot of nice guys do is either one, they'll have male friendships, and a lot of their male friendships will actually tell them like they're being too nice, or they're nice guys themselves, or they lack male friendships, which majority of them do. And a lot of men can learn from each other in regards to having that brotherhood, having that male figure that has actually walked the same shoes that you have, that has uncovered it and overgrown it and overcome it. And that's why I put together this VIP membership community, because I formed such a brotherhood of hundreds and hundreds of men in here. And you'll notice that even though there's a lot of men in this VIP community, you will get a Q&A with us. You will feel like we are talking to you personally. We bring you on. We have moderators in there that know that you have a question. It is well organized, and there are so much great things that can come out of this. It goes beyond just personal development. We help you with women, we do mock dates, and we help you overcome this nice guy syndrome. So in today's video, obviously I wanted you to really get to know who a nice guy is, because one of the biggest failures that I think is happening right now in regards to figuring out if we're a nice guy is we're stamping a label and saying, oh, because you're not getting good with women, you're a nice guy. Or because you can't get a woman to have sex with you or intimacy with you, you're a nice guy. And that's not the truth all the time. Nice guy syndrome, we should say, comes from with your self-worth, how you think of yourself, how much you're putting yourself out there. Are you adapting to behaviors that are making you stay stuck and comfortable, and so much more. So it really comes down to you. And so a reason why I share that with you is because I want you to know, and can be flipped into positive, that as long as you have control of this, which you do because it comes down to you, this is something that we can overturn, get better at, so you don't go through these behaviors, so you don't feel like you have to isolate yourself, so you don't feel like you have to just be friends. You can be looked at from a woman or people as somebody that they want to be with, want to desire, want to work for, or respect for that matter, right? So if you want to know what a nice guy is versus a good guy, I will be posting that next in regards to that. And I'll also put it at the end screen when it is up as well in this video. Now, one of the best things that I want you to do afterwards, before you go anywhere, before you watch the next video, is not only sign up for our membership, but I also want you to download my free ebook. It's a 7 common mistake ebook that men make when attracting women. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you inside our membership, hopefully. And remember, you are always loved. Bye for now.